Hello, hello. I'm going to see if I can invite a few people on here. If you are watching this on the replay, please comment shift, the word shift. We're going to be talking about some interesting stuff tonight. And I thought you could invite people on somehow. But here, look. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, do I look... Oh, I look weird. Okay. All kinds of interesting things going on here. Oh, look at that. I have eyelashes. I do have eyelashes anyways, but they're blonde because there's no mascara on them currently. Okay, now I'm just getting sucked into the... Oh my goodness. Oh, hello people. That's funny. All right, I'm doing the same ones again. We just have to try these out. But this is not how you invite people. How do you invite people? Back in the day, I used to be able to do it. Okay. Ooh, look how blue my eyes are. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, I'm going to be an alien. Is that Yoda? It looks like kind of like you have Yoda ears. Okay. Okay, little disco action. Lots of squares. Ooh. Look like an angel in this one. Oh, I like that one. Look, my eyes are purple. It's a little creepy. Oh, no. I don't want a mustache. Okay. How do you invite people? I'm really sucked into these now. Is that funny? I can't tell. If anybody's on here, say hello. I don't know if I can see comments. Oh, okay. I might do the rainbow beard because I love purple and green and sparkles. And I think I got a little bit of everything there. Can't do a live like that and take it seriously, though. Because we have some fun stuff to talk about tonight. Okay. Look at that. It's like the, what do you call that? The flower of life, but with Daphne. Oh my gosh, I want a screenshot of this. Can I do a screenshot? All right, that was fun. All right, how many of these are there? Oh, that's interesting. Got a screenshot of that one too. Okay, these are random names. Ooh. I'm feeling kind of like a superhero. Maybe a little matrixy. I don't know. Is that my third eye? It needs to go a little higher. Oh, people. Who's watching with me? Say hello. I was trying to invite people. Oh, I kind of like the cartoon. Yeah, that one's cool. Okay, you can really see like the wrinkles when I smile. Okay, I'm really going to go out of this, I swear, in a second. This is going to be a guy. No, it's not. What's going on? Okay, I'm done. How do I get out of this? I just swipe back. Okay, there we go. Oh, Mimi's here. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Debbie. Or, I can't tell. One of you guys are still here. I guess Mimi's here. Okay, sorry about that. I got a little sidetracked. I was just going to try to invite people, which I still didn't figure out. How about if we click up here? No, that just changes the way the writing looks. All right. Can you not invite people to the lives anymore? Oh, I can look at the viewers. That's interesting. I think that's because I can invite you to come on or be a moderator or something. Okay. I'll have to play with this later and figure out how to invite people. It's kind of annoying that I can't. Maybe they don't do that anymore. So, hello, Mimi. I was going to come on here and chat a little bit. People that, oh my gosh, you're seeing like the back of my desk. How do I turn it? Okay. How long has it been like that? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's what's behind the camera. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming on and watching. I am going to do free readings in a minute, but first I wanted to talk a little bit about basically I want to talk about how our divine essence is something that am here to try to help people to tap into. That's like, if you ever read any of my posts or any of those kind of things, a lot of it's about learning and growth and stepping into your highest path, basically. So yeah, so I wanted to chat a little bit about that. I took a few notes that I may be looking at. But yeah, I'm here to share basically the things that I've learned. And when I say learned, I almost want to say reminded or remembered, because ultimately our higher selves already know everything anyways. It's just when you come here into the human body, we all forget. It's part of the plan. And then you have to go through life and grow and learn as you go. And depending on where you are on your path, a lot of times you can tap into your intuition and your knowing. For me, there's a lot of clear cognizant that comes through. I get a lot of downloads. Everybody's different. But yeah, that's just one of the things I'd like to work with people on, is to figure out how to tap into their own inner guidance and help them learn how to grow on their path. Because even though some of us have similarities, we're all different. So we all need to know how you can listen to the things I say all day, and a lot of it will resonate, because that's what happens. Things resonate with people, but at the same time, there's things that each of us are going through that's individual. Plus, things happen at different times. So what I'm going through right now might happen to somebody else in a year, or happen to them last year. So everything happens in a different order for each of us too. So it's really good to be able to tap into your own guidance system and have a space to connect with others, but also to learn and follow your own true essence, your own inner guidance. So that's one of the things that has been really big for me. And that's why I created my creative energy workshops, where a lot of times when we're tapping into things that are creative and bring you joy, then you are more likely to tap into your true essence, raise your vibration. Things are going to feel better. You're going to just live your life more aligned and in flow. So that's just a mission that I've wanted to be on for a while. So in case you haven't figured it out yet, I'm spelling it out for everybody. That's one of my missions here, I feel like, or one of my paths, is to help other people and to share things. I did want to talk a little bit also about how many of you may have noticed it. Maybe not everybody has noticed it because everybody's sort of waking up or noticing things at different times. But there's definitely a shift that has been going on since, well, there's been continuous shifts over the years, but the most recent one is began in like 2019 or 2020. Things have just shifted majorly. A lot of the stuff with, well, you guys know what's going on in the world since 2020, but a lot of that has shifted people, and it's shifted the energies here all around the world, and things are changing. Things are moving rapidly, and some are in difficult ways and some are in wonderful ways, and it just depends. The difficult ways do eventually turn into wonderful ways, usually, if you wait long enough. But at the time when you're going through something challenging, it's not feeling like, oh, this is exactly what I needed and wanted right now. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Let me look at my notes. So yeah, I actually am going to be doing a program. I haven't decided exactly when I want to launch it, but I'm going to be doing a program to help people learn a lot of what I've learned over the past 2 years about tapping into your own intuition, into your own guidance system, how to look for different things on your path that are going to help you, along with tapping in, like I said, to your own inner knowing. That's not what I want to look at. So I finished the first page of notes. So if you have any interest in learning about those things, I basically want to catch people up, because I feel like we all are here. We can all learn things in our own divine timing. But if someone could have given me the Cliff Notes version of what I learned the last 2 years, I would be so happy. I would be like jumping into what I'm offering right now. If somebody could do that for me. But basically, I probably spent taking different classes and different, working with different spiritual mediums, intuitives along the way. So a lot of the people that I have been working with are Marilyn Aloria was one of them, and Lori Ladd's another one, and trying to think. Those are really my two main ones, but I follow a lot of different spiritual teachers or truth speakers, so to speak. And so I get information from a lot of different sources. And the interesting thing that I love is that through my own channeling and my own inner knowing, I channel stuff and then I go watch some of my spiritual teachers talking and sharing their experiences. And it's exactly the same thing that I've channeled through. So I think it's so awesome that I've tapped into our collective energies and consciousness. And, you know, we're all connected when it all comes down to it. So if you do hear like a lot of similar things from different spiritual teachers, then it is because, you know, it's probably good information, because it's coming through from multiple sources, especially when you know they don't know each other. It's just completely random. So then you know they're not sharing information. There isn't like some like post that all of us tap into, every spiritual teacher, like, oh, well, let's say this today, or let's say this week. Nope. It's just something that happens. So that being said, one thing I would like to mention, and this is definitely part of the teaching that we all need to know if you're tapping into your intuition, is that you want to follow your own inner guidance when it comes to listening to people, because there also is a lot of information out there that is may have some truth in it, but it also has some information that's not correct. A lot of people call it like false light, but it's like stories that are put out there by the forces that want divide, or basically you want to tap into like your knowing and be like, is this coming through in a loving way, or is it coming through as like a fear based piece of information? You always want your spiritual teachers or spiritual leaders or anybody that you're listening to and connecting with to want you to find your own highest truth, and not expect you to have to like just listen to them, just be on their information. We're all free. We're all meant to roam free, live our lives and listen to and get a sense of your own intuition, your own inner knowing. A big word is discernment. Knowing through discernment if this is a truth that feels right to you. And I mean, there's a lot of times I hear things and I'm just like, that's so crazy. Like, I don't know if I should believe that or not. I don't know what I should think. But then I feel into it, because there are some crazy things going on in the world that we don't want to, or it's really hard to believe. But if you tap into your own inner truth and your inner knowing, you can get guided by that. Now, don't get stuck on that. If it's a piece of information that I'm like, whoa, what? I don't know if that can be true. Then I feel into it and make my own decision. But a lot of times I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to move on from that piece of information, because for some reason I had to hear it, but it doesn't mean that I have to believe it or take it on as my own truth. So if it doesn't feel great and you can tap right into it, then it's probably meant to make you think. We want to think, we want to question everything, basically. And, you shouldn't believe in everything that anybody says, because everybody is human and makes mistakes. Or what is their truth doesn't definitely mean it's your truth. So I hope that made sense, and I'm not definitely going off on a little bit of a tangent, but I really wanted you guys to know about following your own intuition and the discernment, because it's so important. I've had different teachers. There's teachers that I won't mention that I've had on here, because some of the things they say I believe and I know is true, and then other parts of it, a lot of times I go to teachers and I take the pieces that I know are meant for me, and then there's other pieces where I'm like, nope, that's not my truth. And a lot of times it has to do with limiting beliefs, or when I feel like they're like putting other people down, or just different things like that. Like that's just not in who I am and what I want. And I believe that if you're in that, then there's a good chance that, you have some stuff to work out, which is part of the intuition and the discernment process, is really clearing out a bunch of your own stuff. A lot of people call it shadow work, so that you are open to receiving the highest information and speaking from a higher place of truth, because there definitely is a universal truth that when you hear that, you just can tap right into the knowing and be like, okay, that makes sense. Yes, I know that. And that's like some of that remembering or relearning I'm talking about, because we all know it in our higher selves. Or not in our higher selves, because we are part of our higher selves, but our higher selves already know everything. They're already tapped into the universe. They just can't all filter in until we clear out some stuff and learn how to tap into, our highest truth and our truest essence. So let me get a drink of water, and I'm going to do some readings for you guys. I really wish I could figure out how to invite people on here. Let me see if I can. No, it's not letting me tag people in the comments either. I don't want everybody to miss a see. Oh wait, maybe it is. Of course, it's not popping up the people I want it to. But yeah, if you want me to do a reading, then go ahead and say so in the comments. I'm pretty sure Mimi's on here. You want a reading. It's so funny that the right people aren't popping up. Like, where's my friends? Like, those aren't even my friends. Okay, maybe some people don't like to be tagged. Let's try Caroline. Oh, there she is. Okay, I can tag her. Let's see. Who else should I tag? I actually made a list of people to tag, and Mimi, you are one of them, because I'm like, I don't want her to miss it. I know that you've been sad when you've missed some of them, so let me just tag a few people. It's so interesting. It's not letting me tag some people. All right. All right, well, we'll just tag Caroline. We'll go from there, because I don't want to make you wait any longer. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely send you a message about the course, Mimi, because I'm still figuring some of that out, but I have some basic information, so that might help you. Yeah, which actually, that reminds me, since you're asking me how much it was, I think my first course that I took, I was like, oh my gosh. So I took this $99 week-long class with Marilyn Aloria. But at the end of it, you know, it's like, come join my Soul Finder Academy and my membership for the soul. And then when I saw the ticket price of it, I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. It was between $3,000 and $4,000. And I was like, what? It was for 2 months. And I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. And then she had like a monthly plan that you could pay. So I did end up doing it. And I do find value in some high ticket offers, but I'm not ready to like ask people to pay that much money for sure. And I'm thinking of doing mine in a 4-week program, but I may make it longer. We'll see, because there's a lot in it. I get these huge bursts of inspiration and like a download, and I think it's happened to me about 3 or 4 times, and there's so much information that came through, and a lot of it's based on what I've learned or what I've also just channeled in. So let's see. Hey, Patty's here. Maybe. Patty, if you're here, say hi. But what was I going to say about that? And then I've taken other courses where I've spent like up to $1,000, and then some that are like in the $300 to $400, $500, $600 range. So like what I've spent to get this information is, like I said, you get the Cliff Notes version of like all the best information that I've learned. Because like I said, not everything that you learn is meant for you. And so I definitely had to use my discernment and cipher through it. And the best pieces is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And as much of it as I can, I should say, because there's so much. But yeah, so probably spent thousands thousands of dollars to get this information for myself. And then a lot of it, I've also gotten it free. I mean, from watching YouTube videos, connecting with people that I've channeled with, that I've practiced channeling with. So yeah, it's come from all different places. But okay, so let's go into... I think, Mimi, you wanted a reading. Yes, you said I'd love a reading. Okay, so I have some new cards that I wanted to give a shot, a try to. These cards are Ascension Angel cards. So I'm having a lot of fun with them for myself. But let's see. Let me shuffle them up a little bit. But yeah, they're really, really beautiful. Do you just want a general reading, or would you like to just mention an issue like career, money? I don't know, what are the other issues? Relationships. Or I mean, it could be more specific, like, I want to know if you have any information about what I should do with this. So, all right. Whatever you feel called to. Okay, then it's just going to be a general one. So the other thing I wanted to do tonight, and I hope some other people pop on so we can do some more practicing, was I also wanted to feel into the energy and give you a little reading just based on my own intuitive hits. Oh, there's a bug in my room. It just flew into my head. Okay, I hope it's not a mosquito. All right, so let me feel for a minute into your energy. So immediately I got like a rush of energy into between my my heart chakra and my solar plex when I was tapping into your energy. And that is giving me the sense that right now you are meant to take some deep breaths, relax, trust yourself, trust your heart, follow your heart as you're making choices and decisions. Don't follow your head. We're not in the head. We're in the heart. And then also the fact that it was pulling in the solar plex is telling you that I felt like there was a lot of power right now in the decisions you make. So I specifically want to go back to the fact that it's a Mercury retrograde right now, that I'm feeling like any big decisions that need to be made, I would just put on hold if you can until after the Mercury retrograde, because we need to really be coming from a centered place, like a calm place, because the energies right now are really agitating people. So, yeah, if you do have to make a decision, well, anytime, whether it's now or anytime, you really want to go into your heart space. And how does it feel? You just made a big decision today. All right, well, I hope you filled into your heart space. But, yeah, you don't want to make any impulsive decisions. Hopefully this wasn't an impulsive decision. But, now that doesn't mean that you can't be like, oh, I know I need to do this right now. If you're sure, go for it, you know. But if it's impulsive, like, I don't know, I'm not sure what to do, so you just do something to do something, that's not really the best way to go. Okay, good. Okay, well that sounds like a good choice then. If you've been knowing for a while that it's something you've been wanting to do, you are following your heart. Exactly what I was talking about. So, is this something that you're really excited about? Because I was getting kind of an excited energy feeling as well. All right, and I'm going to pull a card for you now. Okay. Kind of. All right, well, that doesn't sound super excited. You're kind of excited. Okay. You got maintaining a positive space. Are you serious? No way. Well, what? Is this like not to the person you're with now, right? I mean, I don't know. You can chat with me off here if you don't want to like share it all right now. Because other people might watch it. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's not exactly something to be excited about, but yeah, okay. That makes sense. That's what I was thinking, but I was like, I didn't have all the information, but I had that feeling. Okay, good. So yeah, if you made that decision, then it sounds like you've been wanting to do it for a while, then I wouldn't worry about it because it's not like spur of the moment. Okay, so this is maintain your positive state. So this is probably really important with that decision because I'm sure that, that situation, obviously, if you're not in it anymore, wasn't probably the best thing for you and not a positive state. But the fact that you've moved on from it is a positive state. So try to stay in that frame of mind of knowing you need to move forward. And like I said, following your heart, following your inner guidance, like you really want to feel into things. Okay, does that feel heavy? Like, or does that feel like expansive, like open, like, that's going to free me. That's going to give me a freeing feeling. So yeah, that's, I love it. So maintain a positive state. Let me feel into this too. And I love this card also because look at her wings. She's ready to go up these stairs, which they're over here. She's ready to go rise up, go up the stairs, using her wings to possibly fly to something more expansive, something that feels better. So what you're in now, being able to move forward, stay positive. Now, at the same time, I do want to say one thing about the staying positive. You want to move in a positive direction, but if feelings come up, there are feelings that are not always positive, and maybe we need to feel a little down today. Maybe we don't want to like bypass feelings and be like, oh, I have to be positive, even though I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling a little like, today. That's fine. Feel tired, feel, let yourself rest a little bit. Do something nice for yourself. Take a shower, take a bath, go for a walk, make your favorite meal, dance to your favorite song, whatever it is. So I'm not saying bypass it and just be positive. Be like, oh, I feel like crap, but I'm going to be in a positive state of mind. So you can still kind of have a positive state of mind and not feel great, but don't completely ignore the feelings and shut them off because you actually are meant to, whatever that is going through, just know that it's something that needs to move through you. And if you can recognize there's a reason for it, journal a little bit and then just let it go, let it move through. And by doing good, nice things for yourself, it's going to help you move out of it probably sooner. And you don't want to stay in the feeling. So if it's like something like one of the times when it's not a positive thing is if you're in like a really I don't know, some people call it a victim mentality, but like, oh, so-and-so did this to me, and then this, and then that, and then this, and like, life's not fair, and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, life's not fair. It's just not. It's never going to be completely fair, but that's why we have to like flow with it. And you always try to look for the positives. Like if something happens, it was meant to happen, and you're meant to go, oh, okay, so that happened so that I could have this feeling and then learn this and then move on and I can go in this direction now. Oh, that happened to me, even though it felt really bad, and you could have taken like this big like, oh, so-and-so did this to me, and take on like sort of a victim state in the whole thing. Try to avoid that. Try to just notice that this happened to me. It's happening for me so I can fix my path and I can go in that new direction and go to something better or higher. So yeah. So I hope that helped you. I hope that resonated with you. If there's anyone on here, please drop a comment and let me know if you want a reading. I am going to do I'm going to pull a card for me, and then I'm going to do a general reading for the whole group, the whole live. So if anybody pops on here later, then that was meant for you as well. And any of the cards that resonate with you, even if it's my card, if it was Mimi's card, then you can take that information too. Because a lot of times things come on, and if you're watching it, there's a good chance that there's a message in this for you as well. Okay. Oh, look at this. Love your challenges. This is me. Love your challenges. I feel like I was just talking about this a little bit. So this card's really pretty. So it's a very like geometric looking shapes going around with the light there. But I love how the stars are back there behind it all. And these two interesting like bubbles or globes or whatever you want to call them. There's a lot going on in this card. So love your challenges. So yeah, for this card, if you're feeling into this, I'm feeling like you're meant to keep moving forward. Whatever comes up, the challenges are here for us to learn something from and to move forward on our path. So if challenges come up, they were meant to show you something and meant to push you in or out of a certain direction that you're going in. So I'm going to go ahead and pick another card for the group. If anybody pops in here before I go, I will pull another card for you. But if not, we're just going to finish with this last group card. All right. Crystals. Ah. So crystals. All right, let me give you the group reading for this. So crystals, many of us believe, can hold healing knowledge, hold light codes from the universe that can help us to learn things, help to grow, help with our energies, all those different things. People use them. You can use them in Reiki. You can use them in other energy healing modalities. But they hold information and higher knowledge that helps with your energy, helps clear out your auric field, you know, your sort of your spiritual, your light body, your light energy field. But I'm feeling called to tell you this as well. We can use tools like crystals to help us, but also we and our own bodies are actually a tool that we can tap into and use to elevate ourselves, to expand, to learn. Yes, we get a lot of information. So for instance, oh, I have this pain in my neck. Oh my gosh, it means something. Our bodies hold energy. And a lot of times when we have like a pain or a tension or anything in our body, it could be indigestion, anything, no matter what it is. It could be a headache. Though that is energy in your body, and it is there to teach you something. A lot of times you don't have to know exactly what it is. Now, you might intuitively be like, oh, that pain in my neck is like really bothering me, and oh, I'm not speaking my truth. And that's our part of our throat chakra, right? So a lot of times it can come out as neck pain. It also could be the fact that over a lot of time, maybe you haven't been speaking your truth. And so that's how it ended up in this like, pain, like right here in my neck. So yeah, it's important that we pay attention to those things and let it move through. And you can also put little messages out to your angels, out to your guides, to the universe, to God, to source, whoever you want to talk to about it. Put intentions out there to help me clear and learn more about what's going on with this pain in my neck so that I can move it out. Now, that could go for anything in your body. There's also energy healers that can help you with that, like myself, that I do Reiki. I do integrative energy therapy, that's energy healing with the angels. Also access bars, which helps with the limiting beliefs. But yeah, those things can help too. Like I've actually gotten a couple weeks ago, got a Reiki session, a virtual Reiki session with one of my friends on Facebook, and he did an amazing job. That a lot of times we can clear out our own bodies, but if you can't, then, and if you're not sure how or it's not working, sometimes by tapping into somebody else, it can help us learn for ourselves pieces of information. He gave me some information that was very helpful for me and my energy healing. So we can learn things from each other, and it's super helpful. And it's worth every penny. Literally, it was worth every penny. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in here. I don't know if someone new is in here, but if you are and you'd like me to pull a card, I will really quickly if you comment soon in the next, I don't know, minute or two. Let me think of what else I can tell you while I wait. I was talking about intuitive information program that I'm going to be putting out soon. And if anyone's interested, let me know. I can send you information about that, or I can keep you on the list of when I'm absolutely positive. I'm sort of in that, if you watched from a little earlier, we're going through like a Mercury retrograde. There's a lot that's been going on in May. So I am tapping into my own inner guidance, and I'm following my flow. I'm following the most comfortable path that's guiding me to my highest and truest self. And right now it's telling me, I'm not exactly sure when it's for, but I've been preparing it. It's going to be awesome when I do finally do it. So if you want information about it, let me know. It'll probably be, it might be in June, depending on how much interest I have. So yes. And all right, well, thank you guys so much for coming on here. If you watched this on the replay, any of the cards that I pulled, any of the information, if it resonates with you, it was meant for you, and you were meant to be here. And I just hope you guys are sprinkling a little bit of what is this, glitter on yourselves, and let's make our decisions with love in our heart, like I was telling Mimi. And if you've watched some of my other videos, I really feel into, is this a decision or a feeling that feels good? Or is this a, that I'm like, if you're like, I'm not sure, then it's probably a no. If it's not something that you're like, oh my gosh, yes, then it's a no. And that means that you're not meant to make that decision right now and you need more time. So just so you know that there was, and with, also with the Mercury retrograde, and actually there's a lot of astrological stuff going on right now. I just wanted to mention that please, 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 when you are interacting with people, come from a place of kindness and understanding. And even if you're really frustrated and annoyed, try to find as much empathy for those other people that are not always making the right choices, because they're actually probably the people that need the most love and the most gentleness if they're having that hard of a time. Okay, perfect, Michelle. Did you want me to pull a card for you before I go, since you're on here? If not, no worries. Just thought I would offer it. So that was one of the things. I had written down some notes from earlier today, but I don't know what I did with them. So if I think of anything else, I'll post. I feel like there was some more information I was going to share, but I'll probably do it in a little video snippet coming up here soon. All right, Michelle, let's pull you a card. I'm using my Ascension Angel cards. And I'm so glad you hopped on. I was just about to go, but let's pull you a card. Okay, this card is Breathe and Become Aware. So with this card coming up for you, so yes, they don't specifically say they're oracle cards, but basically yes. Yeah, they're not like regular tarot cards, so I would categorize them in the oracle card. So I was feeling into this one for you. So breathe and become aware. So this is telling you, if you really want to ground right now, you want to sit down, you want to breathe, you want to come to that calm space in yourself, and any knowledge that's coming up right now, any inner knowing, not just like reactionary, not like, okay, this person did something to me and I'm, how you want to react to people. Not from that kind of place. I mean, from the deep, calm, inner knowing of truth that we can connect into when we're breathing and we're in a space of expansion. There's things that are wanting to come up to the surface, information that's wanting to come through to you. So they really do want you to, I mean, if you meditate, that's a great time to do it, but just sitting and breathing, focusing on some deep breaths, would be super helpful. And then just sitting and letting your mind be quiet. And then, if those little things come in like, oh, I forgot to do the dishes. Oh, I got to run to the store and get this. Oh, those things that come up when you're trying not to think about things. Just kind of let them go and then just sit there and relax. But some of these, this information that wants to come up will also pop up in between in those little quiet spaces, sort of like that inner knowing, that inner guidance. Depending on how it comes through different for different people. So you could be sitting there with your eyes closed and, oh yeah, I got to get this at the store. And then you have this vision of a lion, and that's wanting to bring, maybe you need to be more courageous in the thing. Like, you have to think about what a lion means to you. Okay, courage. Okay, strong. A leader. You know, like all these things. It may come, the information that may come through in a way like that. So, and then sometimes for me, I get a lot of just inner knowings where I'll be like, okay, I meant to, and it'll come through as like a thought, like I'm hearing a thought in my head. So it really depends. Some people see it, some people hear it, some people feel it in their bodies, get a sense from the feelings. Like a lot of times I'll feel into my body and I'll feel something in my heart and I'll see a color and what does that color mean to me? And I'll get information that way too. So yes, you're meant to tap in, take a little time out for yourself and tap in and see what information wants to come through to you right now. I hope that helps you. Oh, new paths being presented. Well, that's exciting. Yes. You are so welcome. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on here. I'm glad you popped on. I'm on here. This is for everybody and Michelle. I'm usually on here Tuesday evenings. I vary the time a little bit so different people can come on, but usually somewhere between 6 and 8 o'clock I come on. Occasionally I've popped on a little bit later if I'm busy earlier in the night. But yeah, so come on and we can chat and do some free readings. All right, thanks again. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. The next 3 days until after the 13th. Try not to make any impulsive decisions because of the Mercury retrograde. And try to be kind to people. Try to be understanding to other people because everybody's going through this together. And the people that need the most love are the ones that usually are having the hardest time, maybe making mistakes or not doing the right things themselves. We should still be living from a place through our heart, through understanding, through loving, through caring, through accepting other people and their flaws, because we all make mistakes. We do. And when we're the one making the mistake, we want people to be empathetic and understanding to us. So keep that in mind, especially if it's somebody that's really challenging for you in your life. That's when it's most needed. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys again next Tuesday. Bye.